Hey everyone, this is Pastor Bell with just a quick word. And today I want to talk about trauma. As I said in a previous video, May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And one of the things that ties into that is the trauma that all of us have experienced over this last year. And this was brought to my attention by a couple pastors who are smarter and wiser than I am, Pastor Lenny Duncan and Pastor Eric Warringer. The past year has been traumatic for so many people because of COVID-19 and how it has affected our economy, our schools, our workplaces, and really our everyday lives. Now, it's not the same type of trauma that people, will face in war or from violent crime or from abuse, but it is a trauma that still affects our behavior and a trauma that informs how we are going to live moving forward. And it's going to affect people in different ways. And so as we get past this, there's going to be a time when people are trying to heal from this trauma, are trying to find their center and their balance again for what's going on in their lives. And this can manifest in a number of different ways. So one example is, even as we're coming to the end of the time where we need to wear masks everywhere, we're not there yet, and I'm not making any sort of policy statement. I'm just saying we're getting to that point in this pandemic. There are people who are sort of doubling down in the other direction, saying, you know what, I'm not taking off my mask anytime soon, and I may continue to wear it in the future during cold and flu season or in airports. And again, what has happened over the past year, and maybe they just enjoyed not getting the flu or not getting the cold this past winter, that's informing what they're going to do in the future. Part of it may be short-term, part of it may be long-term pattern. Again, the trauma that happened informs what they're going to do. On a less innocuous way, let's put it that way, but in a less innocuous sense, there are people who are also more amped up, more reactive, more angry even than they were before. And again, the trauma over this past year is informing the way that they're behaving now. A lot of us came to appreciate how tenuous our health, our life, our economy, and even things like our food supply can be, and how quickly they can be effective. And that shook a lot of people to their core. And some people, again, are reacting to that by trying to be more controlling, by being more aggressive because they feel like that's going to keep them safe. Again, the trauma informs the way that they are behaving now. Now, that's not a positive thing, but it's going to be different how each person reacts to this trauma, and the way that they need to deal with it and heal through it and get past it is going to be different for almost every person. So I'm not recommending anything in particular, except I think there's a couple small things that all of us can do to help through this time of transition and this time of healing. And that is to simply show kindness and patience. Kindness and patience, things that Jesus calls us to show anyways, can go a long way. Right, if you see someone who's wearing a mask next winter when hopefully we are all done with them, and they're wearing it here at church in the pew, or they're wearing it, out on the bus or on the L there in Chicago, again, kindness and patience, just politeness. Hey, if that's what they need to feel better and feel safe, then there's nothing wrong with that. If you encounter someone who's being more reactive, more angry, more rude than they have to be, it may be tempting to react back with that same sort of aggression, but if you react with kindness and patience, instead of amping up the conversation, you can help to lower the temperature in the room and help to draw them down and hopefully help them to see that their behavior is a little out of whack, or at least you can help diffuse the situation until you're ready to move on. Again, there's a lot of things that need to happen in each person's individual life that they're responsible for and they need to take care of. But each of us showing kindness and patience can help us move through this time and help us move closer to healing and wholeness so that we can all find that balance and that center and that sense of well-being once again. Of course, ultimately, we find all of that in Jesus Christ, but the way that we are able to reflect that love to others is a way in which we can help make the world around us a better place and help people deal with the trauma that has taken place. So again, you're going to see people act differently moving forward. The trauma of what's happened over this past year is going to form how all of us live in one degree or another. And while we can't do everything for everyone, the small things that we can do to make a big difference is to simply show love and kindness and patience to others, to help them heal and to help ourselves heal as well. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're staying safe. I hope to see you soon here at church, and I hope you're finding your way forward as we hopefully come to the end of this pandemic and get back to normal as a church, as a community, and as a country together. God bless. Bye now.